Hello everyone and welcome to Longer and Harder, the show on the internet where we take a subject and we go deeper. How are you all doing today? I hope everyone is having themselves a wonderful, wonderful Sunday afternoon, evening, whatever time it is you're watching this. Welcome, welcome. Hello Micro, hello Insider. Hope you all are having a good day. We have things and stuff. We have menus. We are back to beer of the week. No more crazy beer cocktails and whatnots. We are dropping that nonsense. No need for that, I don't think. So we got some fun stuff, some great new videos. I added, since we took care of patrons last week, we took care of two videos. We have 2 new videos this week, so that'll be great. Hello, Hobbs. How are you? What's our plan? Spring rolls. Spring rolls are always a great idea. So, what can we do? We got ourselves... Oh, no, wrong one. There we go. Housekeeping. There isn't too much housekeeping. Well, no, there is probably a lot of housekeeping. I should have things ready for this. So, housekeeping and things. I'm going to promote things. That's what needs to happen. So, things that need to get promoted is, first off, oh my goodness. How do I get onto Twitch? Twitch. How do I spell Twitch? There it is. First thing I'm going to promote is you should all be checking out or subscribing to Essence of Thoughts' Twitch channel, because they are doing their fundraiser. Where did you go? Essence of Thought Twitch, buddy, you're so needy. You all should go check them out, because they are doing a fundraiser that I am going to be part of. I am doing some behind the scenes stuff, a little bit of behind the scenes stuff. I'm doing some stream stuff and helping them set up the streams and whatnot. So I've been helping them out with that part, giving them sort of advice on how to stream, how to be, terrible at it, but send you something via email later. Ooh, okay. So go do that. You should go check that out. I'm still not 100% sure of if I'm allowed to say names yet of who's going to be participating. There's a good chance that you'll see R&D participating. There's a good chance you'll see other people who you're very familiar with participating. So I have names of I know who's going to be there, and I'll tell you that you would be remiss to miss it. You should definitely go check it out if you get an opportunity. I think you'll have a whole lot of good stuff. Okay, and then the other one, if I can find her, is God, so many cool things. I've been doing a lot of cool things this week. If you are not, you should be checking out Christy Winter's channel, because in Christy Winter's channel we have Microbloganism and I are playing D&D. So you should go check them out. Videos, there's links. Look at that. I'm somewhat professional. Microbloganism and I have been playing D&D with Christy Winters, Christiosity, and Jess, who's not a YouTuber, so it's probably less of a not that you shouldn't care, but we're the ones who you probably know better. I tripped balls about the demon yesterday. Yep, pretty much. I play Homs. Micro is a lizard guy. It's great. Vernon, I won't let you. It won't let me send a middle finger on Super Chat. No, it will not. I will. Thank you. I guess enjoy some boobs. Boobs should show up. I think. I don't know. I don't have my headset in, but thank you, Vernon, for your $5. I mean, I can flip you off if it makes you better, feel better. You can get a live flip off if that's if that's what you're looking for. I have no issue with that at all. but thank you, I suppose. It did. I heard a sound. I don't know where it went. Huh? We'll have to find it. I owe you boobs if that did not go up because you do get some, and even if you flip me off, I do still appreciate the $5. Which I have to announce that. Which we're gonna go to charity, but maybe they can still go to charity. They were gonna go to a 5K that I was gonna run. I guess I'm gonna talk about it now. Besides not talking about that, I was gonna run a 5K in 2 weeks, but when I started training for the 5K, I hurt my foot. I got tendonitis on my. Oh my goodness, buddy, you gonna come sit over here? I got tendonitis. Yes, flip me off and say I hate you, Vernon, and smack me. Okay, I hate you, Vernon. There you go. Thanks for the $5. And we're gonna go to 5K, but I hurt my foot when I started training for it, so I don't think I have enough time to really train for a 5K. Not that a 5K is that hard, but I'm still a little sketchy on my foot, and I don't want to run on it. So it's probably not gonna happen, which is a little sad. I was really looking forward to that, but we'll try something else. There's a polar plunge that happens at the end of March. I think March 27th. So I might do a fundraiser for that. Where like if you help me raise a certain amount of money, you'll get to watch me jump in, and if you raise a little bit more, you get to not watch my wife, but watch watch her wear I'm a chicken shirt because they have that as an option. Hi, handsome. Yes, I know you want attention, but you gotta do the thing. Okay, so I don't know what is up with Well, I think I know what's up because I messed everything else. I know what's up. I shouldn't even pretend like I don't know what's up. Oh no, alerts still exist. Goodness gracious, buddy, you are just the worst. Oh, there we go. We kind of missed part of that, but we'll get you your boobs for thank you for the $5 and the smiley face. Much appreciated. Always good times. I appreciate it. Okay, so there's that. We'll try to get you some. Thank you for all your super chats here. Enjoy that, I guess. As it's my bad that you missed out on those. I wasn't prepared, but now we are. So thank you very much. You get those for free on me. Thank you very much. Okay, so along with not doing charity like the asshole that I am, we are also going to be doing I've been on a couple of other channels that I think you all should check out. So if you don't know, I did an interview with Christy Abbey back a bit ago. I got invited onto her show. It's her, Ozma in the Dark, Eliana Clark, Perfect, Christy Abbey, and me were there. All to just talk about trans organizations. I don't know too much about trans organizations, so I was more like just kind of there as, I don't know, the token cis person, I guess. No, it wasn't their token cis person. But it was a fun conversation. We did talk a little bit about trans organizations. I really don't know very much about them, but people had good insight on them. We also talked a little bit about trans athletes because, you know, if you're going to have me on a stream to talk about trans issues, we got to talk about trans athletes. And we also talked a little bit about what was the last thing? We talked a little bit about anti-theism, which was kind of the really fun conversation at the end of it. So definitely worth checking out if you get a chance. You should check out my little guest appearance on Fluid Voices. That was a whole lot of fun. So yeah, those not the sisters, just a token Mexican. I'm okay with it. I wasn't even. There was someone else who's a minority in there. Not a minority, sorry, of Latino descent, and I forget who it is. I also look super white all the time, so it's kind of weird. But am I missing anyone? I think I got all the channels that I've been on and done things with. So go check out Essence of Thought. Go check out Christy Winters. Go check out Fluid Voices. Subscribe to them. Check out their videos. I've been appearing on them. Essence of Thought, I will appear sometime on the 6th or the 7th. I can't tell you which day yet. I don't know if I have permission to say yet, but I will be on that channel one of those 2 days. I will be on there playing Dungeons and Dragons. So will a couple other people you probably know. We are trying to get some we actually got some pretty cool YouTubers to come along. So you'll probably see more than just me, but I will be one of them. So you should definitely check it out. With all that said, we got ourselves, is that it? I think that's it. Okay. So, we got ourselves... Ooh, I put Beer of the Week in the wrong spot. We got ourselves Beer of the Week. We got a real beer for once. Hello, Pafaja. Hello, Pafaja. How are you? I hope you're having yourself a wonderful Sunday. We got ourselves a beer of the week. No more crazy, weird beer cocktails anymore. We might do them again because I actually enjoyed the michelada quite a bit. I want one. I want another one now. It's super nice out here in Nebraska. It's like 50 degrees outside, which for February is just unheard of. But it is that hot out, and it's been fantastic. So I went for a lighter beer this time, something a little bit fruitier. Time to shit on APAs again. It is that time of the year. It's springy out. I wanted something fruity. I wanted something hopefully tasty. So we're gonna shit on APAs. I do actually like hazy APAs for the most part. So we have ourselves hazy APA. It's an Indian Pale Ale. Obviously, it's an IPA. Imagine that. By Ska Brewing Company in Durango, Colorado. 6.5% alcohol. And this is the description given by somebody on the internet. I couldn't actually get onto their website, which is a little sketchy. Like, they have a website, but it was down. So, ooh. Ska's rendition of the popular beer style is a long time coming, named the Hazy IPA because of its recipe that Ska's brewers determined would go in a can after many different batches. This 6.5 APA full-bodied New England-style IPA is rich with juicy citrus, forward tropical notes, obtained through a variety of proprietary hopping techniques. Am I sure it's actually beer in this can? No. That is a good question. I doubt it. I am very doubtful. But we give ourselves... it does say it does have a little warning. Succulent, recycle, dilemma, swim, nebulous, recycle on the side. So that's kind of cool. Blurred, vague, recycle, fuzzy. So recycle the can, I guess. The can is probably filled with liquid disappointment. It looks hazy. It looks like an IPA. So that's... I mean, I don't know. I can't comment on the color. It looks like an IPA. You can't see through it like you shouldn't be able to in a good beer. To be fair, you should never be able to see through a good beer. So I will give it to that it's not see-through. So perfect. I'll take it. Is it succulent? Is it fruity? Is it tropical? Who knows? Not bad. Not bad. Definitely fruity. You can taste... Oh, it's very sweet on the nose. Ooh, gonna use nosy flavors. Gonna use proper terminology. It's very sweet on the nose. It's not very bitter. It's very smooth, which for an IPA, I do love a good smooth IPA. Because you don't have to have a bitter IPA. You can have a nice smooth one, which lets the sort of other... The other flavors stop by without it, like, your tongue, right? It's very good. Complex. I taste some pomegranate. No. Passion. No. Dragon fruit. That's the name. I taste some dragon fruit in there. So I guess that's tropical enough for me. Technically, flavors are in the nose. So yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. Honestly, I know that I shit on IPAs. I do actually like them. I just, most of them are bad. It's just that most of them are bad. I have not seen Cloudbot, so let's see if we can get Cloudbot to show up and we can go over some of our options for today. Hello, Red. How are you? I hope you're having yourself a wonderful Sunday afternoon. So hopefully, while Cloudbot shows up, we can talk about our things. We got ourselves... Oh my goodness, too many people. I gotta like silence that chat over there. We got ourselves our video menu for today. We got Abortions by Hannah Williams. This is the pretty Christian lady who works with or does videos with Paul and Morgan. So she's gonna tell us about how we're awful for liking abortion. 70-Year-Old Transitions by Blair White. It's Blair White. She's a transphobe. Yay. Immigration by ARTV. ARTV does conservative propaganda, I think, for the most part. This is kind of a cringy, if I remember right, this is like a cringy two-person, whatchamacallit, token black guy being conservative and not conservative. Token black guy being a liberal and then conservative white guy being a conservative white guy. Talking about immigration and stuff. Debunking Evolution by Genesis Apologetics. It's debunking evolution. I'm sure it's stupid. Stop Dating by PragerU. That's my cheat one, mostly because I already watched Red Venture talk about that, so it's It's a bit of a cheat, not gonna lie. 5G plus the coronavirus. Think about it, because you know why? Why not? Oh. Mm. And SJWs versus Sonic by Geekdom 101. I think that's actually World of Geekdom, but it's the guy who does Geekdom 101. So another gamer type ish person being a little peeved that something. This is definitely something that you shouldn't be peeved about. Trying to get yesterday's stream cut into videos for the next week. Then I have to find some things to respond to on stream. Yeah. Oh, also, you guys should check out Red's Twitch channel, because it is they stole my goddamn idea for a show, which I'm sure that I stole from plenty of other people, but they pretty much do this. It's not that they actually know what they're talking about, so they tend to sound a whole lot smarter than I do, and they don't get derailed as easily. So it's like an upgraded version of this show. So you should definitely go check them out. It's a very good show. Abortions are like water. Nobody really likes them, but sometimes it's like the best option. Yeah. Okay, so we got ourselves Nightbot is here, so we get to pick. There's your poll. If you would like to vote for any of the things on the screen right now, all you got to do is upside down I vote, and then the number you like to vote for, and the winner of the votes gets all the things. Winner of the vote we'll talk about that, and probably not talk about it. We'll probably get distracted a whole lot. Because it's what we do around here. I have noticed. So I was going through things in the background. No, I was making thumbnails for old streams. Thumbnails, yeah. And I noticed that the sound kind of spikes at the beginning, so I'm going to try to avoid that this time. I'm going to turn down the volume this time and hope that things just don't go like completely crazy this time around. The last nerve is Maddie, in case people don't know. The last nerve. Okay, we changed. I did see your tweet that you were changing from objectively subjective to the last nerve. So welcome, rebranded objectively subjective to the show and stuff. But yes, we get to vote. Also, if you don't know, you should go check out. You should go check out On Our Last Nerve, which is the Last Nerve's weekly, bi-weekly, once a week, right? Once a week. You do so much stuff. You do so much stuff. I don't know which one, but you should go check them out. Is number 7 another anti-SJW channel that fell for a copy paste? It is. Maybe our Rhetoric&Discourse can pronounce my channel name correctly now. No. It is. So I watched a little bit of it, and he pretty much is like, feminists are really mad at Sonic, and then provided no sources, and then also said that he hadn't actually seen anybody, but had heard somebody tell them that feminists were mad about about Sonic. It's that. It's real dope. And he gets super upset over literally nothing, so it's definitely worth watching. It's almost as bad as all the people who got all really pissy about Parasite winning the Oscar or whatever, the Best Picture. It's that bad. We are at the let's just get unnecessarily upset about everything stage of life. So it's oof. It's just oof. It's just oof, as the internet kind of is at this point. Okay. So, is Micro cheating using multiple accounts? He is cheating. Micro is definitely on the cheating, and Micro is using stock accounts to try to get the corona. No, which one did you vote for? The coronavirus, to get coronavirus to win. By the way, cool story, neat things. There's a bunch of coronavirus people at my hospital. Obviously not my hospital, the hospital that I work at. That we have a bunch of the Americans, the ones who came off the cruise ship, that was quarantined in Japan or whatever. They're all at my hospital, so that's kind of neat. We have to screen people for the coronavirus at my clinic. I don't have to. I am several doors past getting screened, so you don't get to. I don't get to interact with the coronavirus people, but we do have to screen for it at the clinic, which is kind of neat. But yeah, we have a bunch of people. We have a bunch of people. What is it? Ash Airfield or Ash something? We have like a Air Force base. We have what's the Air Force base? We have an Air Force base here. We have people here. It's kind of neat. So we do. So we do get, we do get to deal with it. I get emails about it. It's cool. You don't drink Corona, so you're safe. That's usually all you need. I have a friend of mine at work who made me a little picture of a cat drinking a Corona, and it says waiting for the coronavirus in lime, and it's a little funny. Okay, so you covered Tim Pool's video. Which one? Oh, the one on Sonic. Yeah, that's where I saw that. Damn it, Tim Pool. I shouldn't have I don't have high hopes for Tim Pool, but I should never be surprised by what Tim Pool is willing to talk about. It should not be something that surprises me. It should, of course Tim Pool's going to talk about this stuff because it's Tim Pool, and Tim Pool doesn't care at all. I wish people would stop calling it the coronavirus. There are loads of coronavirus. It's like calling lions the cat. I like coronavirus because I don't know. It sounds royalty like. I don't know. Royalty like is also good. Red streamed for like 14 hours yesterday. He covered every video online for the last year. Yeah, so that's also gonna be the problem, is I have nothing to talk about anymore because Red took all the videos, which is why we're double dipping on the PragerU stuff because Red has just talked about all the videos. Okay, poll is closed. We're all done. I can see a very clear winner. And it's entirely won because somebody cheated a whole lot. Microbloggerdism. So hopefully the thing will publish. I don't know. I left the left. Oh God, look who left. Oh, okay. So there are a couple of things that I am working on. But I'm working on them very slowly because I don't want to watch videos on stupid things. But there are a couple of videos that I am working on. One, I have the script and I just gotta sit down and record it for the next Dubay video. I have the script ready. I just gotta sit down and read it in front of a microphone. That's all I gotta do. Once I do that, we'll be good. The other one, which is one that I'm still kind of doing research on, and I shouldn't make it, but it pisses me off enough that I want to talk about it, is this. There's this lady. Her name is Rose of Dawn. She's incredibly transphobic. This transphobic shit on the internet. And I really want to talk about her, and more particularly her how some YouTubers are promoting her. Specifically some YouTubers who said that they would call out transphobia whenever they saw it, and instead are now promoting transphobes rather than doing the thing that they said they would do, which is to call out transphobia whenever they said they would see it. So I work doing research on that. Actually got a little bit of help from Elena Clark, who from Fluid Voices. She helped me out quite a bit with some of my research, and I'm asking a couple questions because I'm still in the learning process of knowing why certain things are transphobic or not, and trying to understand that. So I'm still kind of learning, and so I don't necessarily know everything. Okay, so where are you? You're not in 2020 yet. That's not the one we want. Quartering. Here we go.
You wouldn't have to go through.
Okay, so we got ourselves our video for today, which is called something. I don't know. The names don't show up anymore. But this is from... Whoa! Got real big, real quick. That was unnecessary video. I don't know why you felt the need to do that. Okay, so this is by Think About It. I don't know what else they do, honestly. What else this YouTube channel does besides what seems to be conspiracy nonsense seems to be their thing. I don't know. So this is don't you dare take the name of Texas. Texas can call every soda a Coke. I call everyone coronavirus the coronavirus. Lol. It's true. It's true. If we can have Kleenex and is it aspirin? Yeah. If we can have Kleenex and aspirin and Coke, we can have a coronavirus. It's fine. That's just the way it works. Okay. So as far as I can tell from the bit I watched about this video, this person seems to think that the coronavirus is caused or part of the 5G upgrade. If you don't know what 5G is, so there's two kinds of 5G. There's your 5G wireless Wi-Fi stuff, and that's got to do with how many gigahertz, if I remember right. So it's like actually 5 gigahertz. And so that's actually got to do with energy and waves and the way that they propagate and whatnot, right? And then there's 5G cell phone stuff, and that's got nothing to do with the thing that I just talked about. It just means 5th generation phone stuff. So 5G is gonna fuck weather reports not spreading biological viruses. Exactly. So it just means the 5th generation phone. It's like it's more of a software thing than a hardware thing. So it's just the way the data packets are data packed. But people are scared of technology because technology is scary. So this is one of those people, and we get to listen to their funness. Is it hardware? I thought it was mostly software, but hardware. Okay. Either way, it's got nothing to do with frequencies. Is pretty much my point. It's got not a frequency thing.
through the Planning Commission, through the City Council.
The former NASA scientist says
Former NASA scientist. Thank you.
he may resurrect the bill recently vetoed by the governor.
I know scientifically that putting up these cell phone towers is safe.
Okay, so NASA scientists. It's a bunch of high energy radio towers. You need to put up new transmitters. Okay, so that's what this dude's talking about. So NASA scientists, fairly sure it's safe. Again, there's no study saying otherwise, so I'm gonna assume that we're not all gonna die of 5G cancer bunions. 5G bunions. I do like the idea of 5G bunions, Mrs. Snarky.
But the International Association of Firefighters disagrees. They began opposing cell towers on fire stations after firefighters complained of health problems.
These firefighters developed symptoms.
Dr. Gunnar
Oh no. I feel like we gotta do a lesson on correlation and causation and what that means. All the things that's something we always gotta talk about. Okay, look, I like firefighters. They fight fires. That's really nice of them. I think that's great. That's fantastic. Also, I'm not surprised that firefighters get sick of weird things because they go into buildings that are on fire, and they're around a lot of things that are dangerous. So it's not really surprising that a firefighter might get sick at some point or another. Also, like, God, again, causation and correlation is not causation. So to say like, oh, not a study. I don't even know if you have data. Like, all you can say is, whatever, cell tower went up and then all the firefighters got the cold. It's like, they might have just gotten the cold because they got the cold, right? There's you have a bunch of people who work really close together, live really close together, and spend a whole lot of time with each other. It's not really surprising that they all get sick at the same time-ish. It's almost as if diseases are communicable, and if one person gets them, the people around them get them as well. I don't know. I feel like they're just oppressing the fire's right to free speech. Oh no. We gotta, what's the all cops are bastards, right? So we gotta change that to God, that's way too many letters. All firefighters are bastards. That's 5 letters. We gotta put in an extra letter there. Maybe they should stop having orgies. It's true. Firefighters, if you stopped having so many orgies, you might not be sick as often. Just, just a small suggestion from a small channel on the internet. Oh, no.
Weiser conducted a pilot study on firefighters at a station with cell towers.
And the symptoms included problem with memory, problem with intermittent confusion, problem with weakness.
Weiser says their brain scans suggest even low-level RF can cause cell damage, and he worries about more vulnerable groups like kids.
So, stop hosing down each other. They really should. Okay, so I'm sure that this whole thing has has some peer review research behind it, and not just some doctor. Not that like, doctor. I am really curious about your study. Sounds like the firefighters being bitches. So like a lot of the towers are already up, right? It's if I remember right. Like it's not like, are these people who think Wi-Fi is dangerous? Probably. Like this is literal like tinfoil beanie wearing people, which is a thing, by the way. If you didn't know, if you want to be stylish, if you want to look like Tim Pool and be a conspiratard at the same time, all you gotta do, like they sell this like beanie with aluminum foil or tin foil or something lining on the inside to protect the brain bits from all the Wi-Fis and the 5Gs and the RFs stuff. So you can be all into conspiracies and be safe, but also look like Tim Pool. Which, I mean, just sounds like a win-win, honestly. So you can win-win there, all the time. Are you trying? Are you implying that Tim isn't a conspiracy nut? You know what? For all I know, under that beanie, it is just tinfoil. Like it's just 99% tinfoil under there. That's why he wears the beanie. Also, why does? Can I talk? Can I talk about beanies and how weird they are? Not that beanies are weird. Like I have like a couple of them, right? But I wear them when it's cold. One, when it's cold. Two, when I go outside. And that's it. That's it. Like it's cold and you go outside. To wear them as a fashion statement is a little weird. I own hats, but I don't wear them as a I own hats that I wear as a fashion thing, like, but I take them off when I go inside, and I don't know, but I also have more hair than Tim Pool does, so that's probably why. Good. Yeah, wearing a beanie all the time is the weird part. Wearing a beanie on itself isn't that weird. Wear a beanie, that's fine. But wearing a beanie all the time it's a little bit on the weird side.
So we found abnormal brain function in all of the firefighters we examined.
So, following lobbying by firefighters, Cork and his co-author exempted fire stations from their bill, making them one place cell companies couldn't put a tower.
This is the first piece of...
Huh, that's interesting. You're enjoying the warm weather the last couple of days. I am. That's why we have a nice light beer for today. It's fantastic. I'm going to go... I'm not even going to talk about this video right now. I'm going to go, after this, to Brickway Brewing Company, and I'm going to go get myself a nice beer and a pretzel, and I'm going to go sit outside in the sun, and it's going to be fantastic. Also, I think I'm going to get my ear pierced again. I changed my thing. I changed my earring. It's now black and two little balls rather than one. That's sentence. Somebody cut that. So let's see. I don't know the exact energy level of 5G, but I bet it's not that much higher than everything we have already. It's true. I had a friend back in high school, whose dad was he was a founder of some company. He was a founder of some company that did the protection thing for the cell phones. We went back when people thought that you got brain cancer from using cell phones and whatnots. And he was working on developing a way to protect your head from cell phones. It's definitely still within that range of people who don't understand that we have like a constant one. We use the sun. We see a sun. There's a sun, right? And we get like constant radiation. Like everything's radiation from screens and lights and suns and the already like radio towers that already exist and cell phone towers that already exist and microwaves and everything is fucking radiation. Also, people who don't understand that energy is radiation and everything's radiation and it's fine. Everything's radiation. You're okay. This is like the people who complain about chemicals and eating chemicals. Like, I don't like to eat chemicals, right? I like to eat things without chemicals, and that makes no goddamn sense because everything's a goddamn chemical. Oh goodness. But yes, we're in the same vote. Like I doubt that would be much higher than normal microwave spill out of and that's obviously fine, yeah. Tim doesn't have a tinfoil cat. He has his own specially made tinfoil. I do love that. That's pretty great. I prefer to never see the sun. Oh no, I'm sorry, you're photosensitive. I like the sun. I think it's nice. I get sad in the winter. I legitimately get sad. I'm so excited right now that I get to see the sun. It's really sunny out. I went and enjoyed. I'm wearing shorts. Also, I shaved like half my leg, so that had to do with a leg with my foot injury. So I'm wearing shorts and like the outside of my leg is shaved and the inside of my leg isn't shaved because I had to shave to put on this tape stuff. So I'm wearing shorts and looking like a fucking weirdo, but I don't care because it's really nice out and I'm wearing shorts. And it's fantastic. All right. He says, oh yeah, so, radio station, not radio station. Fire station is now cannot have 5G towers next to it because a bunch of firefighters complained. I don't know. I would really like to see this guy's research. I'm very skeptical of it. Very, very skeptical of it. To be fair, you always look like a weirdo. It's true. Snarky gets sad in the winter too. Oh, it's I miss the sun. I thrive on the sun. I can't. I'm from California. Look at how pale I look. This is not okay. The light makes me look paler too. I have All right. I don't know what the study says, so yeah.
Legislation that I think anyone's aware of where somebody got an exemption because they were concerned about health. Did they tell you at all about the study?
All I know is that when the firefighters ask, I do what they ask me to do.
Because
The center of politics. I love it. That says more about politics than it says about the actual study. That's fantastic. Like, politician guy here is like, I didn't do it because there was a study that said like this is bad for the health of firefighters. I did it because the firefighters who are experts at firefighting but not necessarily brain surgeons told me to make in this exception, and I am sure that he has supportive unions and all that and monies for firefighters and all that. So you gotta support the firefighter lobbyists and give them what they want even if it's unnecessary. That's more or less it. Give it 5 years and the firefighters will be complaining about the bad connection at the station. It's true. Right? Don't listen to Michael. You have a beautiful beard. Are you making fun of my beard? Oh, my beard is great. Oh, what's his face? No Plum made fun of my beard. I don't know how I feel about that. Like he can make a little tease about my beard. That's I like my beard. I think I might actually get shaven off soon. I don't know. I get all like itchy about it in when it gets warm, and then I get lazy and I don't shave it off. But maybe this summer will be the summer it actually gets shaven off. You have a beautiful beard. It's the face that's all messed up. To be fair, I doubt brain surgeons would be the experts in radiation on brain structures. That's probably true too. I would love to see these studies. I mean, I could probably go find some. I do have access to some. I guess we have access to Google Scholar. Actually, that's a good suggestion, R&D. Let's break out the Google Scholar real quickly. Let's see, Google Scholar, and then let's see if we can find. Do we have a window for this? I feel like we should. I don't think we do. For when we Google, we had a window. We had a window for when we Google things, and then I messed up, and now we don't have a window for when we Google things. This is what happens when I try to help out other people. Browser window. Okay, we're gonna set this up like live because being professionals and like taking my time and setting it up beforehand would have been the smart thing to do, but that would mean I'd have to be prepared. And that's just, not the way that it always happens. This is what I want. Stream schedule, no. Patreon, housekeeping, hand flapping. What are you? No, you're just a frame. You're just that. Oh no. Where did it go? Maybe I don't have it anymore. That's annoying. I had a thing. I swear I had a thing for this. Things. Oh, overlays. Probably an overlays. You what I want? This is the one I want. Okay, perfect. So let's actually look up, see if there's any Google Scholar stuff that I don't want display capture. That's a lie. Google Scholar stuff that we can actually look up and find out if there are actually any studies on this. I sincerely doubt that there are. I would just be amazed, like that actually say anything around what crazy lady over here is saying, or crazy dude. Not gonna lie, he did look a little bit on the crazy side, which is, you know, it's fine. It's fine. We're all a tad bit crazy. Some of us are just a little bit crazier than others. Is all. Man, this browser is just like super obnoxious and won't get to the right size, so I am wasting everyone's time. Which, honestly, if you're watching me, I feel like you are doing that to yourself, not me. Not me doing it to you. Okay, and there, in corner. Wow. Okay, so let's see what we can actually find on 5G stuff. So Google Scholar, 5G. What was it, like brain? Let's go with 5G brain. Brain vessels, real occlusion after successful fiber. That's got nothing to do with it. Stimulation of the effects of 5G cell phone radiation on human brain simulation. Oh, look at this. We got to study something. Abstract. 5G is the next wireless technology that is expected to launch in 2020. Electromagnetic radiation emitted by mobile phones result in considerably higher brain tissue exposure than any other radiation sources in the radio frequency band. Ooh, excuse me. Which leads to concerns about the possible potential health effects from exposure to radio frequencies and millimeter wave radiation. The paper investigates the effects of 5G radiation for different frequency candidates of human brain. This has been achieved by using computer simulation technology software by conducting simulations on specific anthropomorphic mannequins. A model designed according to different international standards representing the average material properties of the head by calculating specific absorption rates. A quantitative measure of interaction mechanisms of radio frequency radiations with living systems and expressed in watt per kilogram. In order to check whether the resulting exposure is safe or not by comparing it to safety limits of exposure to high frequency radiations set by different international standards. Okay. No, okay, so that doesn't actually, so there's a study on it. It doesn't actually give me the results though. So while there is, I guess, at least a study on this, there are no results, at least not results that I can read. And not gonna lie, I'm not about to pay for it. It wouldn't be longer and hard if I didn't waste time. It's true. Hello, Sash. How are you? I hope you're having yourself a great day today. Did you see the flat earther Mike crashed his homemade rocket and died? I know. We should have like a slight moment of silence, I think, for Mike. Because if nothing else, he was probably one of the braver flat earthers, because he actually had the guts to try out his crazy experiments rather than yell at people for, you know, not knowing that the earth is flat, kind of not thinking that the earth is flat. So, you know, you did a thing. Not a smart thing, but you did a thing, Mad Mike. So, you know, a glass to you. He died doing what he loved. I hope no one was blackmailing him. Yes, if yeah, like, you know, to you, Mad Mike. So, okay. Didn't we hear the same thing? Warnings with 4G, 3G, 2G, and Wi-Fi. I'm sure. But unfortunately, yeah, the study that we found is unfortunately not all that helpful because of the fact that I can't see the results. We can check if there's more. That would be good if there's more. Learning to control a brain machine, protein interactions, aggression of mice associated with the brain, the effects. So yeah, this so far seems to be the only study. I can try to maybe get access to it. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to see if I can maybe get access to it later by using my school credentials. So I'm going to try to see if I can do that. If I use my school credentials, there's a good chance that I can actually access the paper, which would be nice. But this seems to be more or less the same kind of weird fear mongering that we get every time there's a new technology that, you know, oh, it's gonna fry your. Like I said, I remember this from high school, which was like 15 years ago for me, when I had a friend whose dad was all concerned for just like, I don't even know what generation of cell phones that was, like second generation of cell phones. Yeah, no, probably second, because I remember when 3G came out. Second generation of cell phones, first or second generation cell phones. And he was really concerned about, this was before smartphones were even a thing. He was super concerned about cell phones causing brain. There's like, I think it's like a Family Guy or a Simpsons cartoon where someone's got like a tumor shaped like a cell phone on their head. Like this isn't new. The same kind of fear, like, oh, be afraid of technology, Skynet's gonna take over, kind of all sorts of things. It's not dangerous. Think about it. We would have seen huge increases in brain cancer over the last decade. And I think if I remember, like these towers have been going up, right? Like, it's not like we haven't been doing it and it hasn't been like slowly being set up. At best, worst thing that'll happen is, we're already in 2020, right? Worst thing that'll happen is when they flip over the 5G switch, which they're also not going to do, right? Because you can't just be like, all right, everybody needs to be on 5G now, with older phones and all that. Like, technology needs a little bit of time. So it's not like we're gonna have a flip and then everyone's gonna go to get brain cancer the next day, which on the other hand would actually demonstrate their point. But I doubt we'll actually see that one. Yeah, I remember when the whole fertility freak out over having your cell phone in your pants. Oh my goodness, I forgot about that. That was a thing. Yeah, you weren't supposed to have your cell phone in your guy. I remember being told. My mom would tell me, like, oh, don't keep your cell phone pocket in your front pocket. Keep it in your back pocket, because if you keep it in your front pocket, when your phone rings, it kills all your sperm. That was a thing. I forgot all about that. Yeah, anything new is always scary. It's just the way that it's always gonna be. Unfortunately, the worst danger from 5G is gonna be that only companies making hardware are Chinese companies. That's probably is the good thing to be 5G. Okay, or to be anti-5G, I guess. All right, let's listen to. We still haven't gotten to how this is connected to the coronavirus. I'm sure we'll get there.
Because they're strong lobbyists.
Yes.
So if, say, school teachers and parents had a strong lobby and they asked you to pass something that would prevent these from going up in your schools, would you do that?
If I couldn't get the votes any other way.
I love this guy's honesty. That's right. He like doesn't give a fuck. I love his honesty. He genuinely doesn't care about what like the scientists say. Like, he's like, I don't care if this is the only way that I'm gonna get votes is to do the stupid shit that people tell me to do, then I'm gonna do the stupid shit. And that's fantastic. I love that bit. Oh goodness. Oh, that is great honesty right there. I love it so much. Well, no, they're controlling us with HARP. And these new conspiracies are just put out to distract us from that. It's true. Everything's a conspiracy. This is not how I thought an honest politician would look. Yeah, oh god. I think I've told this story before, but I love this story because I was super awkward. It was an uncomfortable road trip when I did this. But a couple of years ago, I went to Denver. I do like a yearly trip out to Denver. So I went out to Denver, and I got sort of I got designated the designated driver. No, I didn't designate myself. I was told that I was the driver. That was fine. So I was like, all right, whatever, I'll drive. And we were driving to this go-kart thing, racing thing or whatever, and on the way there, my friend's husband is telling me all about how the Mid-American Center, which is like a power plant in Midwest America, how they're creating clouds for the government. And then he starts talking about CERN, and then it just goes off the rails at that point. And thankfully, I was driving, and I could be like, I can't converse at the moment because I am busy doing the driving, and I cannot do two things at once. But the other people in the car, oh my goodness, it was so bad. He had just one conspiracy after another about companies making clowns and CERN doing teleportation stuff and wormhole. It was, oh god, it was. I felt bad for. I still do feel bad for his wife, because his wife's a lovely lady and I love her so much, and it was real embarrassing. Oh my goodness. Hello, Nestling. How are you? I hope you're having yourself a lovely Sunday afternoon. I already made this yearly Get Blitz out of his mind for a week trip to Denver. It's true. It's fantastic. I don't think I actually got high the last time I went to Denver. I don't think I did. I don't think I had time. I was kind of busy. I usually go to breweries and some distilleries. Okay, so I think we'll get a little bit more because I have a little bit of beer left, but we're almost at the running out of beer time, so we gotta go to get a new beer. Okay, so here we go.
Hi, Steve here. If you're familiar with the story of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, which...
Oh, wait, that took a turn I didn't expect it to take. Did not.
Most people are. You know that Satan offered Eve a tasty piece of fruit with the claim of what it would do for her by giving her the same knowledge that God had about good and evil.
So, God, I hate having to defend the Bible, but I don't... So I don't know how much the Bible actually says that, but, you know, it's fine. I also don't know what this has to do with 5G. So, remember, before we got to this point now, we were talking about cell phones. So we have entirely skipped the cell phone thing straight into not cell phone things. Cell phones, Adam and Eve, same difference. Practically the same story. God wanted to put a 5G tower in. Adam was like, you know, God, I get headaches when you do that. And I hold 50% of the vote. So if you could have like you just don't put them next to my house, that'd be cool. Because I hold 50% of the votes, you're gonna do it. And then God's like, oh, I guess it's the only way I can get enough votes, so I'm not gonna put a 5G tower next to your house, Adam. And that's pretty much how these two things connect. Oh, goodness. The one question I have about conspiracies is, why would you be the one to find out it's true? 50% of the vote, you think the Garden of Eden was a democracy? In my retelling, it certainly is.
Of course, God told them, you may freely eat from every tree in the garden except the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. You are not to eat from it, because on the day that you do eat from it, it will become certain that you will die. We know what happened when they believed the devil instead of God Almighty.
I know this story. This isn't new, right? Like this is some elementary school nonsense that you're learning here, which is fine. I'm really curious about how any of this connects to 5G. Just any of it.
The same thing is happening today with the technology that men are being offered, and the result will be the same.
Oh, I forgot about that part in the Bible, where it said don't have 5G. And God said don't have it or we will surely die. So if we go against God's word about 5G, we will surely die. I don't. When they believed the serpent, they didn't die, which is what the serpent told them would happen. Yeah, it's true. Knowing things is for stupid people. I'm always because yeah, you didn't die. That was kind of the threat. It's like you'll die, which they didn't die, and the serpent was right. They didn't die. So the serpent is honestly more honest than God. God kind of did a little fib there. And God said, "Can you hear me now?" Pretty much.
Years ago, scientists were having debates about cell phone towers and the dangers to our health.
Is radiation from cell phone towers a clear health hazard to citizens? Yes, say many individuals who've been diagnosed with cancer and who live in close proximity to cell phone towers. But the government is focused on the situation and has set a deadline for radiation from cell towers to be cut down by 10% by September. But is there still a clear health risk to citizens?
Buddy. Like we said earlier, like I feel like we would have had like a fairly big spike in cancer due to cell it would be very obvious, right? Especially because especially if you live in a city. I know not everyone lives in a city, but if you live in a city, which most people do, they're fucking everywhere. Like cell towers are everywhere. You would have you would be able to see a very clear pattern, right? Are there people who live by cell towers who have gotten cancer? Yes. That's just the way that statistics are. Somebody who lives near a cell tower is bound to get cancer. There's so many cell towers and so many people living within a certain distance of them that someone is bound to get cancer. Correlation is not causation. Just because you live next to a cell tower and you get cancer does not mean that the cell tower caused the cancer. It just means you got cancer, and that sucks. And the cell tower probably didn't have anything to do with it. Oh my goodness. He looks exactly like you mentioned him too. He does kind of have the crazy conspiracy guy thing going on, doesn't he? Okay, so we're gonna take a quick pause there so that I can go refill. I ran out of beer, and that's no good. So enjoy yourselves some fan art and enjoy yourselves some royalty-free music, and we will be back in just a couple minutes while I go refill beer and whatnot. So I'll see you all in just a little bit. All right, and we're back to doing all the things and stuff. I lost chat. There's the chat. How we doing? I think we're doing great. Okay, so yes, we're still live, just doing things. Hello, welcome, Nelsie. I hope you're having yourself a good afternoon. Yeah, that was hopefully a quick one, but I don't. So if you haven't watched it yet, you should. I did a chat with Maddie from kind of objectively subjective from the last nerve. I did a chat with him like a month ago, 2 months ago, something like that. And one of the things that got brought up is the fact that I need to pee, which is apparently weird. and I don't know why that's weird. Like of all the weird shit that I do. And I do a lot of weird shit. The fact that I need to pee seems to be like the thing that shouldn't be that weird. But yes, that's why we take intermission breaks, is because R&D needs to pee. I just have a small bladder. It's just how it works. I drink a lot of beer. It's fine. It's fine. But also you should go check out that interview thing. It was fun. Okay. Didn't I say hi? I feel like I said hi. Also, again, go check out Christy. I did an interview with her. Did a show with Fluid Voices last weekend. Check that out. I don't even know what's in. There's a link to some. This is a link to something. Nope, that's a link to not. No, that's a link to not. Let's remove that. Ignore that. Go to see the doctor, you weirdo. No, okay, that was definitely not the right link. Nobody clicked that link. That's the boob link. To the boobs. That's honestly what that is. Okay, so with that said, okay, we're talking. So we have gone from talking about 5G to going to high five. What were we talking about? 5G, Adam and Eve. Now cell phone towers, which 5G, right?
Just a year back, Sanjay and Pramod Kashliwal led normal, healthy lives in Jaipur. Today, both are fighting for their lives after being diagnosed with brain cancer within 4 months of each other. Was this a bizarre coincidence, or is there a direct link between their condition and the 3 cell phone towers which have been installed just a few feet away from their house?
It's definitely a coincidence. I'm so sorry that you got brain cancer. That real sucks. Like that's a real shitty thing to happen. Not gonna pretend like it's not a real shitty thing to happen. But it's also a coincidence. I'm sorry, but it's a coincidence. Coincidences aren't the cause. Just because you have like, oh, I had a cell phone tower come up and then I got cancer, like it sucks. Still a coincidence. Those are the only two options. It really is. All right, so more 5G nonsense.
Love the internet, and what
Oh, fluid voice. Everybody puts the including me sometimes. I think I do put it in because it is multiple people. I think Mike was right. Do I still have it open? I don't have it open. I'm gonna try to open it up here. Because it was just there, and you should all definitely go check out Fluid Voice. Not voices, but you should always go check. You should definitely go check out Fluid Voice. Nope, that's not how you spell voice. That's how you spell voice. Because they are awesome. They are awesome people doing it, and they definitely deserve. They do not have enough subscribers, and that is a real shame. You should all go subscribe because they're only at 22. That was I nearly died. They're only at 22, and they need to have way more than that because they are fantastic. The shows are high quality, good hosts. All of them are great hosts. They have very insightful things to say. Just a fun crew of people. Also, just because I like her. Christy Abbey is probably one of the most like genuinely good people that I've ever met in my life. So you should go check her out there and then check her out on her own channel because probably one of the most genuinely nice people that you will ever meet. She's so genuinely like a good kind-hearted person. So always good to chat with her, and the whole crew there is fantastic. Oh, I forgot, Jen Peoples will be there this weekend. So that's today. 9 p.m. my time. I want to say mine says 9 p.m. my time, which is in 8 hours. So 8 hours from now for I don't know, people who do maths better than me. 9 hours from now for me. I'm the worst person he has ever met. I'm awful. So that's in 8 hours. They will have Jen Peoples. Jen Peoples is was from she's an ex-member of the ACA. I'm sure they will talk about the ACA stuff. If you're unaware about the ACA stuff, the ACA it didn't fall apart obviously because the ACA is still there, but they had a very big whatchamacallit, what's that called? Change in management? Let's go with change in management. They had a very big change in management back in May, June, whenever they had their last election due to rationality rules. So yeah, she's Jen Peoples is she is fantastic. Jen Peoples just herself. If you ever watched the Atheist Community of Austin, the ACA show, the Atheist Experience, she was fantastic. She's been on. I don't know if she was on Essence of Thought or Kevin Logan's channel, but she was on, I think, Kevin Logan's channel. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think she was on Kevin Logan's channel back in May, June as well, and she did a coup. Do we want to go with full out coup? With a coup. It's the same number of hours for everyone. Mr. Time is a social construct. Time is a social. I'll talk. Okay, getting distracted here. But go check out Fluid Voice. Go check out Jen Peoples. Fantastic people all around. Go check them all out. Second, time is a social construct. I have no idea what it is. I am amazed that I show up to work at a timely fashion. Also, Brown isn't real, and I still don't like that. So Brown isn't real, and it's fucking me up, and I don't like it, and it's just the worst. Okay. Alternate should be UTC. It really all should be UTC. I don't even know. Okay. So it's supposed to be at 7 Central. No, 7 Eastern. 7 Eastern to UTC. I used to be better at UTC, but okay. So that would be 12 p.m. UTC. So whatever that means for any of you, 24 hours UTC. No, is that 20? No, 0. Hour 0 UTC. Yeah, hour 0 UTC. There we go. We fixed it. Purple is real. Shut up. Colors are fake news. Purple is real. You shut your mouth. It's fucking violet's it's Roji Viv the color. So don't you magenta. I know magenta's fake. Violet. I mean, violet is real. Don't you lie to me, Micro. Okay. Colors are real. They just they just vary for different people and creatures with different visual sets up. I know it's a cultural thing, but still, brown isn't real. And just that's the one that still gets to me. Brown isn't real. It's just orange, and I don't like it. Okay, here we go. I don't even know what we're talking about.
It brings to us through information and entertainment, and we're willing to ignore what it's doing to us. Just 5 years ago, Dr. Deborah Davis spoke at the University of Melbourne, and she said this.
There are now more than 6 billion cell phones in the world today, 8 billion wireless transmitting devices, more than 50 billion are anticipated to form the Internet of Things, and we have to recognize that we don't know a lot about the public health and environmental effects of this form of radiation.
Okay, so the fun thing that I want to point out here is that at her time at her time that would have been 2015. At 2015, we knew a decent amount, right? Like this is something you could have said in early 2000s, late 90s, been like, hey, we don't know a whole lot about what radio waves are gonna do. God, but we've had how long have we had radio waves? Or like, not, I know radio waves exist, right? But like radio waves, right? How long have we had radio waves? We've had them for I feel like a very long time. So this idea that we don't really know what would happen is a little weird. Like, again, you could say early 2000s, late 90s, we don't know what some of the health risks. It's a weird hypothesis to think that there would be health risk, but some of the health risks of cell phone towers would be. But it's like, it's 2020, buddy, and this is a 2020 video. We've had plenty of time to research it. The fact that you haven't found what's wrong yet means that there probably isn't anything wrong. Oh, okay. He kind of looks like Cult of Dusty became a doomsday prepper. Have you seen have you seen the Cult of Dusty as a doomsday prepper? Because he looks nothing like that as a doomsday prepper, because Cult of Dusty used to be a doomsday prepper, or at least he was a doomsday guy. I'm not sure if it was a prepper, but he was definitely a doomsday guy, and there's pictures of him. He's got a whole video about he was like a big Alex Jones guy. He was a big guy, like, ooh, he was a big dude. So it's definitely a you can find doomsday prepper Dusty. That's a let me have my joke. You cannot have your joke because it's real. He's a what are they called? He's the lowland form. Lowland form? No. There are different forms of Dusty. Hey Smelly, how are you? I hope you're having yourself a wonderful Sunday afternoon. We got to do like a longer and harder. We haven't done this in a while, but we've done that before. Longer and harder. Or longer and harder. What's the other show that I do? Fuck. Taking a look at crossover episode. We really gotta do that. Like I have the taking a look at group here doing longer and harder with me, and then I'll just run taking a look at by myself. We'll just do that as crossover. Yes, no colors are real. Everything's fake. Everything's fake news. It's all the same. You've never seen my beautiful face? Oh, you must have, because I tweet my face.
There are a lot of important questions to be asked about mobile phone radiation today, without any doubt. But the reality is we're not asking those questions.
You're not supposed to ask questions because the majority of people don't care about the health risks.
Okay, buddy. You can ask, right? Like, no one's gonna ask. No one's gonna stop you from asking. Okay. Difference between asking. So you can ask all you want about, like, what are the health risks, and that's fine. But there's two parts of this kind of this skepticism, which healthy skepticism is healthy. That's fine. Have some of that. That's great. But along with skepticism are two things there's two parts of skepticism, and one that everybody does, and then they entirely forget the second one. But the one that everybody does is like, I just have questions. That's all. I just all the questions, right? And that's fine. That's like step one of skepticism. Step two of skepticism is actually accepting the goddamn answer. That's the part that everybody forgets. It's not just I have questions. Is I have questions. We have answers, which is that there probably is low to no risk of from cell phone towers, and you are failing at step two, which is accepting the answer, right? No one's saying that you can't do step one. You are clearly doing step one. What we get upset about is that you've clearly failed at step two. Whew. Okay, I hope you're having a nice day as well. Glad I checked it out on YouTube. Dude, I barely checked Twitter. Oh, no one's seen his beautiful face, only the one he has. The heart, it hurts. Healthy skepticism is healthy, it's true. I want that on the shirt. Healthy skepticism is healthy. New t-shirt design. Also, Pasta isn't here. But if Pasta ever sees this or whatnot, I put up the picture, not picture, what do we want to call it? The motivational poster that Pasta made for me, the Stop Being Sad Dumbass. I've now hung it up on at my desk in my office, and everybody loves it. Everybody entirely loves my don't be sad dumbass motivational poster. So thank you, Pasta. My coworkers enjoy your humor. Okay.
All they care about is their entertainment and the speed by which they can get their entertainment. And on top of that, these mega telecom companies have so much money. They'll make sure to continue suppressing the reality and science about the damage it's doing to our health.
And when somebody...
I'm really... Oh, goodness. She's aware of it? Good. I guess was it last week? No, it was the week before that. We were talking about Deborah So, who, like, you can have as much money as you want. So the thing about money is when it does, you can use money to suppress sort of results. But the problem is you can only suppress results of things that you fund. So say a whatever, AT&T or Verizon sets up a study on the effects of radiation, right? They set up a study and they found that whatever, every 1 in 1,000 people that live near a cell phone tower gets cancer, or they found something awful. They might be able to suppress that, right? Because they can, because they pay for the study and they just cannot publish it. The problem is that doesn't necessarily work when other people do studies, right? When University X does a study, it doesn't really work that you can just be like, no, I'm gonna, you can try, but I'm not like, it's this weird, like, how much money can you give a scientist to pay them off? Everything gives you fucking cancer. Cancer gives you cancer. It's true. Cancer was a terrible use there, and my example was terrible because I'm sure that, again, I am sure, 100% certain that people who live next to cell phone towers get cancer. That is 100% true. If you live next to a cell phone tower, the chances of you getting cancer are probably very high, but it has nothing to do with the fact that you live next to a cell phone tower. It just means that you have a high chance of getting cancer. Like, you're probably going to get cancer, because we all get cancer, because cancer's a thing. We have it. It sucks, but we have it. It's fine. Don't fuck cancer. It's true. Killing your customers is a great business plan. It is a great business plan. That's always the fascinating part about like the vaccine stuff, like, or some of the stuff that people do, like, so I can see, like, what I can see happening is a company like AT&T being like, it causes some harm, but it's like enough harm that it's not gonna kill them or whatever, so we're still gonna have people to pay us. People can fuck cancer if they want it. On kink shame. Well, there you go. But God, like this is such crazy levels of conspiracy at this point. To think that AT&T or Verizon cares enough to hide the like all the cancer bits. Like that I would genuinely be surprised to find out that companies care that much. I really genuinely would. Let's see. How's we cheat? It could sell a lot of underwear. That'd be true.
He said to me there could be a problem with this with our health. I said, oh, don't be ridiculous. If there was a problem, I'd know about it. Well, I was wrong.
Is a cell tower going up in your neighborhood? If it's not now, it may soon. Wireless carriers are installing millions of them across the country to enable the new, faster 5G cell phone technology. But tonight, Julie Watts asked the question you're not supposed to ask.
God damn it, news. God damn it, news. That's why I hate news. News' goal is not to inform the public. Like that's not its job, which I hate. I hate that's not its job. Right? Its job is not to inform people of what's going on. The news's job is to sell to get people to watch them. That's their job, right? Like the news's job is to get people to watch their shit, which is why you can have segments like this on the news where like you can't ask this question, says the person asking the question. I this idea that you can't ask the question, you are very clearly asking the question. You are very clearly questioning the safetyness of 5G, and no one's silencing you. You're a fucking news station. No one, like, it'd be one thing if these YouTube channels were like constantly being like taken down, like, oh, you put up a 5G thing and then Verizon came in and shut you down, and you CBS News did a segment on 5G and AT&T showed up and their executive showed up to the office like, fuck you, you're off the air. Like this isn't happening. You can ask, and people might make fun of you for asking, but it's got nothing to do with you asking the wrong question. It's got everything to do with the fact that you're kind of a crazy. Just a little bit kind of a crazy. Not like a whole lot, just a little bit. Just a little bit. The forbidden question, I know. Giving people varying degrees of autism or cancer is the least effective way to either turn us into capitalism zombies or kill us. It'd be more effective to just shoot us or force us to buy shit. Isn't the forbidden question? Is cereal soup? Ooh, is cereal soup? Answer: chat, debate, or baby's atheist. Are hot dog sandwiches? There's another one probably. There's more than one. What color is 10K? I don't know. Oh my goodness. Soon the news channel will have Netflix special called Censored. Okay, here we go.
Are there legitimate health concerns?
It's keeping John Heestand up at night.
Oh,
This
no.
new pole outside his bedroom window where Verizon will soon install a next-generation cell tower just feet from a school.
This would be a big tower pushing out radiation outside of our bedroom window, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for many years.
It's called a small cell or distributed antenna system, similar to this one in San Francisco. The industry says they're safe. Many in Piedmont aren't convinced.
Okay. Cereal is not a soup. I like cereal and I don't like soups. Paul keeps up at night. Paul keeps man up at night more at 7. Do love it. I got like buddy. It's a poll. Like I don't want to be that person, but I am gonna be that person. You'll be fine. You really, oof. I loves me some California. It truly loves me some California. I think I miss California. I have a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun living in California. It was great. But goddamn, do I not miss this part of California. I do not miss the absolutely insane fear of things like the cell phone tower things. Like, oh god, I swear every time I go to California, I find like a new GMO free salt or a new GMO free water. There's this really neat, and it's neat. Like there's this salt cave in the town in Santa Barbara that I'm from it's really pretty. Like it's legit like a very pretty place to go. It's a little salt cave. They have like the pink Himalayan salt, the poop salt, and they have like the lamps which look pretty. They have salt which tastes pretty. But then they say shit like they have GMO free salt, and I just fudge. Like, that's just so bad. Like, just stop, California. Just stop. Like, your level of concern sometimes is a little bit more than I can handle. I tell you, I tell you what. Those people. I almost read that correctly. Those same people think nothing of walking around with cell phone next to their head or in their pocket. It's true. You can compete with that pole. Who can compete with that pole? That's a very long and straight pole. Which I don't. Is it straight? Straight should probably not be a good thing. Is a sandwich a very dry soup or a soup a very wet sandwich? Oh no, we're getting to some like college level philosophy level of oof. We're getting spicy in the chat. When things are so good, you have to focus on the nefarious pole in the neighborhood. Oh, can you imagine this guy at a strip bar? Oh no, this guy at a strip bar would lose it. He would no bueno for this guy. It would not be good for you. I think Pinkfall has absolutely no yellow number 20. I love it when it's labeled gluten-free and it doesn't contain any product that would have a fucking gluten in it. Oh, yes, gluten-free stuff is always... gluten-free and GMO-free stuff is honestly my favorite kind of stuff. Like, gluten-free water and GMO-free water and like GMO-free salt is just... The GMO one is just... like, the things that are... like... Some of the things that are GMO-free... like... kind of like it makes sense for you to make that and be like, this is GMO free. Like if you find a bunch of fruits and vegetables in the fruit and vegetable aisle or a bunch of meats in the meat aisle, right, and you're just like, these are GMO free, at least it makes like at least they have the possibility to be genetically modified organisms, right? Like at least it has the possibility. When you start getting into like salts and shit like that, like oof, we are like, You've messed up if you think that your salt is GMO free. Like, well, no, you have. GMO Project Verify Water is a tip top of hilarious labeled non-GMO product. It's true. When is a product considered GMO modified? GMO modified? That is a redundant statement. Genetically modified organism modified. Yeah, here we go.
Our daughter is a cancer survivor.
13-year-old Sophia has been one of many petitioning the city council to deny this cell tower and others.
I'm also a brain cancer survivor, and I am against the cell towers.
I mostly talked about my cancer and how it affected me.
But according to federal...
I mean, I'm so sorry. Girl, I genuinely all my empathy for you, right? Like I legitimately I feel bad that you had to deal with brain cancer. I cannot imagine that was fun. I cannot imagine that you had a good time dealing with it. Way to go being a survivor. I hope you stay cancer free for the rest of your life, right? However, as Micah has already beaten me to this, surviving cancer does not make you an expert at cancer. I'm real sorry to tell you this. it just doesn't, like, like, this is like somebody who survives a car accident wanting to be an expert in, like, engineering, like, or, road engineering, like, there's a lot more to it than your part. We don't want more kids your age to have brain cancer. It's just, yeah, you should probably advocate for that, and that's great, but this is not the fight that you should be having. I don't know, maybe go advocate for more accessible healthcare or something. That would be better. Go be the next Greta. Greta would be great. We need more Gretas in the world. I once got hit in the head with a brick, now I'm a mason. I got brain cancer for an unknown reason. You can't have 5G. And that's also the funny part, is, like, she got brain cancer before there was 5G, so it's like this, like obviously your brain cancer was not caused by the 5G tower that hasn't been built next to your house yet, because it hasn't been built next to your house yet. So it's not even like, you're not even like, I got cancer because of this tower that my... No, let's God, I'm going to rephrase this in a very dirty way. I got brain cancer from the pole my dad is obsessed with. Oh, that sounded real wrong. Ooh, I feel dirty. Not saying that sentence again. Like, you're not even that. You got cancer some other way, and that sucks, but it wasn't because of the pole. Oh, okay. If I had a way to melt a sandwich, does that mean it was always soup? Ooh, melted sandwiches. How do we melt a sandwich? Can you melt bread? Is bread meltable? I got hit by a hockey puck in the face when I was 7. That must have sucked. My wife got hit by a hockey stick a couple of times when she was in high school, middle school, one of those. Oh no. Yep. That's a line that I don't want to say again. We're gonna listen more.
Federal law, the city simply can't consider health concerns. It's outlined in this small section of the Telecommunications Act, based on science from 1996.
Okay, go back. I want to read it. I want to read your fake thing. Okay. No state or local government No state or local government or instrumentality therefore may regulate the placement, construction, and modification of personal wireless service facilities on the basis of the environmental effects of radio frequencies emission, to the extent that such facilities comply with the Commission regulations concerning such emissions. The news, it did. So far this says, like, you can't, unless, like, if a radio tower meets all the requirements of frequency emissions that are regulated by the commission, with the commission's regulations concerning such emissions, as long as they're following those rules, you can't be biased against them. So that seems to be what this passage is reading, that you are slightly highlighting in a very slightly mischievous, what's the word I'm looking for? Dishonest way.
It's from 1996.
To turn your phone on or off.
Back when this was the height of technology.
But if cities do consider health, the cell companies can sue.
Did you hear that? If cities do consider your health, cell companies can sue them. And when it's all...
So again, God damn it. I hate having to defend corporations because I fucking hate them. But sometimes you gotta dance with the devil to take care of these conspiracy theorists. So the rules there were very much so, as long as the companies are following the regulations that I've set up, you don't have a reason to stop them from building. They're as long as they're following the rules, you don't have a reason to stop them. Is pretty much what that regulation said. And so if God, I hate defending these assholes. I hate them. But if they are following the rules, then the government is saying as long as you're following the rules, you can't sue them. So if you start, or sorry, you can't stop them and they can sue you. If you go outside of the rules and start citing things outside of the rules as reasons why they shouldn't be allowed to do this, then they're allowed to sue you or the city. Like, makes some sense because you're going outside, like they are following the rules and now you're just being an asshole. Yes, because the cities would be unfairly targeting a business. Okay.
About money and profits in this world, there's little chance that your health has a chance either.
So with few legal arguments to deny a cell tower, they're popping up outside bedroom windows and school campuses, despite objections from across the country.
Just last year.
I mean, again, you can object all you want, but if you don't have a good objecting to it for bad reasons is not like I hate being this callous. I really, really do. About people's concerns. Like you can have concerns, but at some point you have to actually defend your concerns. And if your concerns aren't legitimate concerns, then you need to do that second part of skepticism and say, hey, I have to accept the science for what it is. And so far the science says it's fine. And you should accept that, right? You should accept that. So saying things, oh, it's gonna be next to my children isn't a legitimate argument for why we shouldn't have these cell phone towers. If you can find studies that demonstrate that 5G frequencies, or whatever you want to call them, have a negative, detrimental effect on health, then you can bring it up to the commission or whatever is in charge and be like, look, they are unhealthy. But if all you have is a bunch of, parents who are concerned about new technologies popping up, it's not a legitimate concern. You just have a bunch of boomers being boomers. It's pretty much where we're at. Oh gosh. Nothing should be next to children. Children should live in vacuums. Just bubbles. Just children bubbles. That's all we need. All we need in the world, children bubbles.
At the big World Mobile Congress, where 5G took center stage.
5G, Huawei, these huge mobile carriers have become some of the biggest industries in the entire world and are important to the future of many countries. This Congress, this conference, has become really one of the most relevant and important in the world, up there with Davos, with the Consumer Electronics Show. And certainly Donald Trump has made these conferences that much more relevant by always talking about 5G.
It just isn't 5G just a stronger band? Like, come on, what the fuck? I think not knowing what 5G actually means. It means 5th generation. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it still is more energy or whatever. And like, again, like, healthy skepticism is healthy. I know that I'm tautology-ding all of it. I don't care. Hey, Bjorn, how are you? Like, I know that that's a tautology. Have healthy skepticism, right? Be like, hey, I question this thing, right? Question that thing. That's fine. No one is upset at people for questioning a thing. What people get upset about is that after you question it, you still refuse to accept the results of your question. If you ask, is 5G safe? And the answer is yes, 5G is safe, but you refuse to accept it and still continue to push this idea that it's not, then you're not being a good skeptic. You are being a conspiracy theorist who's wrapping themselves around the idea of a skeptic. 5G is fine as long as you don't sell the fucking weather forecasting bands. I don't know what that means, but yes. Don't leave the weather forecast alone. They are important, especially in the Midwest, because we have tornadoes, and I would like to know about those. So Google, don't buy those. I need those. I need those to know when tornadoes.
Huawei, the China telephone makers, and in fact he was just tweeting about 6G a few days ago, so he's already looking to the next Mobile World Congress.
That's one thing that concerns me about President Trump, because he seems to love
one thing. I don't want to go there. But one thing? Buddy. Buddy. Oh, no. I'm gonna have to find more videos about you. Because weather radars, is that what it's for? Okay. Yeah, don't sell weather radars. Google. Buy them? Don't buy them, Google. Please, I would like it if you didn't. Oh no. So the thing that bothers you about Trump is that he likes technology. Oh. Like, I don't know if you know this, but he's very corrupt. There's so many things to worry about. Oh. Lately, I found to be skeptic towards yourself is very important. It is also very important. Always, again, be skeptical. Like, healthy skepticism is healthy. Just, you know. Okay.
Technology, and I'm not sure whether he's getting the facts about the dangers of 5G. What would his base think if they knew he was allowing technology that would be killing us and causing our children to get cancer?
If they were brown children, they wouldn't care. To be fair. To be absolute. God. Now I have to find your Trump videos. Think about it. Because, goddamn, if that is the thing that concerns you, is that you think his base would be upset that children were being killed because of 5G, when children are being killed and sexually abused because they're being held in concentration camps, and they're perfect. Oh, I am so upset. I am unnecessarily upset. No, not necessarily. I'm very necessarily upset. Like, I think they would be okay with it. I genuinely, God, Trump supporters. If you're a Trump supporter, I am sorry for you. But god damn. Like, do you genuinely think that is Trump supporters' concern at the moment is that 5G might be killing people? Quick, paint all the kids white. White face, just white face. That's the only way to stay safe. Okay. Yeah, if they were his children, so here's the thing. Yeah, if God, people don't care about, especially Trump supporters don't care about the safety of other people's children. Otherwise, they wouldn't be Trump supporters. I'm gonna be mean to Trump supporters because honestly, he's gotten real bad, and I don't care anymore.
5G fifth generation technology promises faster download speeds and conveniences that most of us have never dreamed of, but will also be blanketed with a new type of radiation called millimetre waves. Health experts are warning about the rising risks with a 5G rollout.
It's not been made clear to the public that 5G won't just be another number and letter on your cell phone. It requires an entirely new infrastructure of thousands of small cellular antennas to be erected throughout cities where it's going to be installed.
What would 5G infrastructure look like? Small cell antennas could be placed as close as every third hydro pole. Scientists from 42 countries are now warning their governments about the emerging health problems associated with wireless radiation.
Yes, the scientists are warning governments, but the governments aren't listening.
Okay, again, think about it. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Like, I'm all for science, but the problem with, at least with this video of yours, is that you're not. There's a fallacy for this. What's the fallacy? Professional, not professional, to authority. Fallacy, appeal to authority, right? Which is really funny when conspiracy theorists appeal to authority because, you know, if you're going to make this argument that scientists are concerned, that's fine. Find the research, right? Like, it would be so much more effective for you to convince me and convince people watching, if rather than than give us these scary news articles done by people whose only job is to get views, if rather than do that, rather than do that, you actually showed us the studies, right? Show us the studies that why these scientists are concerned. Show us the studies that say, here are the health risks that scientists have found regarding 5G networks. Show us these things. Don't show me news articles or newscasts with people whose only job is to scare me. Instead, find me the actual studies. Show me the studies. Read those studies. Let's talk about those studies. But you're not doing that. You're showing me fear-mongering rather than actual studies, and then pretending as if your fear-mongering is actual studies. You are doing it all wrong. Think about it. Let's get bogged down with let's get bogged down in like any detail at all. There's so much things. There are so many questions about this video. Too many. This video is fun. Also, I don't know what any of this has to do with Adam and Eve. I'm really curious about that. Are you implying the guy can read? It's true. Okay, a little bit more of this, and then I think we'll be all done for the day. But let's watch a little bit more.
Because the money to be made by these tech companies far outweighs any politician's concern to protect the people they supposedly represent.
Canadian doctors and scientists have added their voices.
The most prevalent symptoms include headache, fatigue, decreased ability to concentrate, tinnitus, irritability, and insomnia. Impacts on the heart and the nervous system are also of great concern.
Dr. Rena Bray has been working at the Provincial Environmental Health Clinic for 15 years and seen the number of people suffering adverse effects from electromagnetic exposure rising.
We are concerned that the upcoming introduction of 5G will significantly increase the proximity and extent of exposure to microwave radiation in Ontarians.
Chemical engineering and what? Yeah. I would again, I don't want to be dismissive of people, who are doctors and stuff, of their claims. But what I would really like to know is, I would love to see these studies. Now I want to look up this lady. What was her name again? She had her name there, Dr. Rena Bray, MD. So let's take a moment now to switch over to here and look at this, Dr. Breen. Let's see, Dr. Brina Bray. Was that? Nope, that's not how you spell Bray. Was that it? Braun? I thought it was Bray. Did I spell that wrong? No, it's definitely Brina. Rena, not Brina. Ha! Not Dina. Oh goodness. Dr. Rena Bray. Who are you, Dr. Rena Bray? Buddy, you are entirely in the way. So definitely a real doctor in Canada. Oh, don't trust Canadians. There's your first problem right there. I would love to find any amount of actual research that she's done on these issues. Because I feel like that would be the important part. I feel like that's the part that we're missing, is any actual research, right? Not like Dr. So that we talked about last time, who had a whole lot of things to say about sex and gender, but really didn't have any of the research to back it up. Like, being a doctor, again, huge respect for you for being a doctor, but you gotta actually provide evidence for what you're saying. You can't just be like, I'm a doctor, therefore listen to me, because there's plenty of doctors out there who are real dumb. So, okay. So, how can a medical doctorate in how can you get a medical doctorate in chemical engineering? I have no idea. I don't know. What title do you want to buy your diploma mill? Oh yeah, what title? So, in case you don't know, Geo Streber's moving to Denmark, which is real exciting stuff. Because he got accepted to a university thing, doctorate thing, right? If I remember right. I probably don't remember right. So that's kind of cool, and we'll be moving to Denmark, which is super exciting and real cool. Real like all the claps for Geo Streber for getting the job that he's getting, and all the good looks and successes for you and ever. Oh, well, now it is. Why'd you tell me? You told me you should not tell me these things. Oh, I just gonna clip this out of the video. No, I'm not. Okay, so there we go. But congratulations either way. Even if I spoiled all the things, you gotta give me like a spoiler thing. Like don't share this. And I thought everybody knew. Genuinely thought I was the last person to find out. But Gio's got a cool thing going on, so congratulations to Gio. Okay, with me ruining Gio's surprise, we're gonna end this show there. And yeah, we're just gonna Dr. Bray is a quack. Good. We'll maybe look into her and take a look at. With that, we're gonna end the show there for today. Thank you everyone for being here. I truly appreciate you all being here. Thank you very much for donating $10 in super chats. That was super cool. Thank you very much. Everyone else, I do appreciate you always being here. Congratulations, Geo Starber, on the thing that I just ruined. And everyone else, have yourselves a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all next time.